Hello, Star Wars fans and collectors. It's me, Jedi Master 98, back again with another Star Wars live stream right here on the Jedi Master 98 YouTube channel. In today's live stream is episode 11, Star Wars Conversations, and we'll be talking about the Micro Series, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Now, I'm just getting into the phase of the Clone Wars live stream. I'm going to take a look at the Micro Series, and then after that, we're going to be taking a look at the main Clone Wars film and eventually the Clone Wars TV show. And when Season 7 is released, done and dusted, we'll be talking about that, but that'll be in the future of the live streams. So in today's live stream, yet again, Adam is in the chat as usual, joining me as ever. So good to see you again, Adam.
Hey man, good to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, always a pleasure. And another thing, if you haven't checked it out, Adam has changed his name from Darth Akoko Productions to Oak 99. So just a minor change that he's been wanting to do for a while. So yeah, check it out. Do you have anything to say on that? Get the words out. Do you have anything to say on that,
Adam? About what? About my name change?
Yeah, change your name. Is it a main thing you wanted to do, or
just don't freak out. It's for the best. It's yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Cheers.
That's all right. Yeah. So be sure to check out Alan's channel and everything, and you know where to find this thing, because there'll be links in the description and yada yada yada, all different aspects as well. So as I mentioned, and as the title suggests, we're going to be talking about the Micro Series. We're going to do Volume 1 and Volume 2 in the same live stream. Now, this Micro Series, they were split up into different episodes, but when they released them on DVD, it was released as like a normal, small standalone film, with Volume 1 and Volume 2 being over an hour long. And it basically just tells you this, like, kind of like the middle pieces of what the Clone Wars was like. But from the Micro Series perspective, it's obviously 2D animation and everything. But when we got the Clone Wars film and the Clone Wars TV show later on down the line, it explored the Clone Wars in a more better depth, character development, and basically better stuff and better knowledge on what it was like to experience the Clone Wars firsthand as a clone trooper, Jedi, Sith, droid, anything. So all different characters in the galaxy as well. So we're going to dive straight in. We're just going to briefly talk about it, and later on down the line of the live stream, we're just going to do like a comparison to say how this really started off animation for Star Wars, eventually with Rebels and the Clone Wars TV show, and now Star Wars Resistance, which I have not watched because I cannot be fucked to watch because it looks awful. So we'll just brush that aside. So, as I mentioned, this is going to be the Micro Series. Basically, it was like the first ever 2D animation live stream. Where's the map on this one? First 2D animation experience that Lucasfilm wanted to do. Now, I was recently watching the behind the scenes of the Star Wars Clone Wars Micro Series, and basically George Lucas was saying that we started off the Clone Wars in one movie and ended it in episode 3. And basically, this is just a sort of a small depth look on what has happened and basically how the galaxy is basically taking its shape and changing in different aspects. So we're going to go into the opening shots. Yoda mentions light fire across the galaxy. The Clone Wars spread. They lead with the Wiki Count Dooku. More and more planets slip. Against the threat, the Jedi lead the new army of the Republic. The gifted student is the main aspect of this episode. So basically, we know that Anakin Skywalker is the chosen one. If you've watched the previous live streams that we've done on the prequel trilogy, we go on about Anakin saying he's the one of the most gifted students and everything. You'll see as you watch the other stuff throughout the line, they keep going on and on and on, but he is the chosen one and everything. And it dives straight in and says that Manister, the planet, is building new droid factories, weapons and everything. And from literally moment one, we see that Palpatine is eager and he wants Skywalker to lead the space battle in the planet of Manister. So Unilis, sorry. And you can kind of see an aspect from Revenge of the Sith, because if you've watched Revenge of the Sith and then watched the Micro Series, you can see that how Palpatine kind of kind of twisted Anakin towards the dark side. Obviously, we know from episode 3 he wanted to try and save Padme from death, and obviously in different aspects of it as well. So slightly twisting him from there in a way, because he wants Anakin to be the more mature, young, eagerly anticipated Jedi that everyone's talking about. They're going, oh, he's the chosen one and everything.
He makes him like, he tells them, you should be there. Like you're kind of underestimated by the Jedi. You're way more powerful than a lot of them, and you should be a master. You should be leading. You should be on the front lines. But like, and that's it. Then it comes back to the Jedi Council's disapproval of the Chancellor's kind of opinions, or
Yeah, well, Master Windu mentioned it in a couple of TV shows, and I think obviously
we see it pretty much
episode 3. He's saying that the Palpatine has no quarry with Jedi affairs.
Exactly.
The Council, the Senate has no approval with it, and this and that and everything. And Palpatine makes a brilliant quote in Attack of the Clones, saying, "I can see you becoming even more powerful and even more wiser than Master Windu and Master Yoda." So you can kind of see the twisted aspects of what Palpatine is doing and trying to manipulate him to gain him even closer and closer towards.
Yeah, basically making him feel like he's underappreciated by the Jedi.
Yeah, basically telling him a pack of lies and everything to try and twist him. Go, well, I'm not going to listen to the Jedi. I'm going to go down your path and do this and do that, really. So yeah, so eventually we see the shot change and everything. The Republic gets ready to move out. Obi-Wan Kenobi meets with the ARC troopers, the best elite and powerful clone troopers in the clone army. Anakin believes that he's ready for a command of his own. He basically wants to try and prove himself and everything. Like, if you go back and watch it, Anakin does prove to Obi-Wan that he's the chosen one and everything. But obviously, as we know from fans and everything, he's reckless, he's arrogant, his feelings are kind of like out there where some Jedi can conceal them and hide them. Anakin's it's just due to his character that he's so powerful and basically got a mind of his own. He wants to try and get the best out of himself. But I feel with Anakin, people just trying to push him to the side and basically tell him something he's not. And obviously, as we know from Revenge of the Sith, he led down to the pathway where we didn't expect him to lead to. But George Lucas planned that well when he wrote the original trilogy and basically told Anakin was this man who was lost, uncomfortable, didn't really know what to do, and eventually led down to the pathway where people didn't expect him to destroy, but joined the wrong cause, really. Okay, so once we've seen that, we see the Republican and Separatist forces fight in space with high intensity. We see Republic gunships fly down to space. Republic forces land on the ground and engage the enemy. And basically, from a minute ago, we see the clones and the droids basically going at it, which we know from the Clone Wars what it was like. Guns, shells, everything going left, right, and centre, everything. We see droid spotters. They shoot down the ARC troopers' gunships. Eventually, the droids engage the clones as well. The clones use a thermal scope to locate the droids, or so-called thermal scope to locate where the droids are and everything. They use large bazookas to destroy the enemy positions and eventually engage towards a droid tank, deploying grappling hooks in the main cannon, shooting different parts of the aspects of the cannon and the tank, and basically destroying it as quick as they can. After that, we see the clones locate the large cannon at the base of the Separatist headquarters on the planet. And eventually we see them engage them, they blow up the cannon, and eventually their phase of the mission is done. And then later on throughout the micro-series, we see obviously Obi-Wan engage with the forces, and they eventually take the headquarters permanently, and then eventually later on the battle concludes and everything. Do you have anything to say about the micro-series, Alan? Anything on your mind about it?
it's pretty fun. It's not necessarily like it, it's not as good as the later as the later Clone Wars.
Yeah.
But you know, it is still interesting to see. It's got its own kind of atmosphere to it. I like the animation style that, you know, is just like Samurai Jack, and because it's made out of it's made by the same people who made Powerpuff Girls and Samurai Jack on Cartoon Network, and I like the animation style on this one. I like some of the it's got its goofiness to it, like the exaggeration of the use of the Force, as you see in there. It's like, you know, they have super jumps and super Force pushes, and you know, maybe it's not Star Wars real, like it's not realistic in a Star Wars way, maybe, but you know, it's just a cartoon after all, and it's, you know, it's still pretty cool to see. The fighting also, you know, the fighting style, you could see how it's very cartoony as well, cartoonish, and how it resembles Samurai Jack, and the story, like you see a few battles here and there. I like how they kind of accelerate the events of the Clone Wars. Like you see, there's few different there's few battles in different systems. There's the Mon Calamari battle underwater. There's some other different battles in other systems, and you know, you see different Jedi, you know, separated in different systems to take care of the situation, basically, and there was again, you know, it's been a while since I've rewatched that micro series. I think the last time I rewatched it was like back in the summer. Before or after that, I really don't remember. I remember vaguely, but it was fun to watch. The one of the moments that was definitely, you know, a strong moment, I guess you could say. You know, one of the strong moments was Anakin's battle with Ventress, and it shows how he is like slowly. I mean, he's progressing toward the dark side. Obviously, we saw the start of it back in Attack of the Clones, where he killed all the
Tusken Raiders.
Yeah, and all the Sand People, because he was mad about his mother's death by them, and that he couldn't save her. And now you see the progression of that in Clone Wars, when he's driven to basically unleash his anger against Asajj Ventress. It was pretty intensive. Like it was a pretty tense battle, but I mean, we knew from the get-go that Anakin's is the one that's gonna make it out of there alive. But yeah, I mean, Asajj Ventress probably could have escaped and, you know, vanish. But yeah, I think it was cool to see, like the ending of that battle was pretty cool. I like that duel. Kind of, it's kind of a trial for Anakin in
It's kind of
some
like
ways.
it's kind of like his final push towards what the Jedi wanted to be. Eventually, in the second part of Volume 2, he becomes a Jedi Knight, and then we see kind of like the pathway Luke Skywalker took in Empire.
Mm-hmm.
If he took that pathway, help the people, that would be like his final challenge, and then have no more challenges to face, and eventually become a Jedi Master or a high Jedi profile character in the council to kind of help the Jedi in their future aspects, really, like balance the Force and change the way people judge about the Jedi. But
and then later
as we know, what happens to Anakin's fate, anything in Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, then later on you see him. You see the ceremony of him becoming an official Jedi Knight. That was pretty cool to see.
Talking about that, Micro Series did cover up things that we want to know about, such as how did Anakin eventually become his Jedi Knight. Grievous's cough that he got from Mace Windu as well, as we see in the start of Revenge of the Sith. We hear him coughing and talking weirdly. We see how Mace Windu used the Force and eventually fucked General Grievous's breathing and everything. So
and the Battle of Coruscant and the events that took place during that battle also were brilliantly executed.
Yeah. Filling in the gaps, which is the good thing. Filling in the blanks and everything. Basically,
which is something that the newer Clone Wars TV show failed to do so far. But I mean, maybe we'll get the Battle of Coruscant in the upcoming final episodes later this year. Which I really hope we get that. We get like an ending to the show that leads us like that. It leaves us right. A few minutes or like just really before the beginning of Revenge of the Sith. Like I hope that the series ends with the Battle of Coruscant.
Well, we saw from the trailer that Anakin's got the hair that we see in Revenge of the Sith, and Obi-Wan looks like he's got his actual look that we see from Revenge of the Sith. So maybe they could be leading towards that pathway, but fingers crossed we'll wait and see what that brings in this upcoming year. So, go Clone Wars. Go Clone Wars.
But back to the micro series. One of the storylines that I found interesting was, well, first of all, I really like the introduction of the characters of like the antagonists of General Grievous and Ventress. We kind of see her origin story of like a rogue Jedi who is in fighting pits and she kills everyone, and she
thinks she wants to be the real deal and try and prove to Dooku that she's worth of being a student.
Yeah, exactly. And we also see Grievous as the Jedi killer that everybody fears him, and I kind of wish we could see more of that in Revenge of the Sith, because that was pretty badass, the way he killed all those Jedi, and how he later kidnapped the Chancellor, the Emperor, the Chancellor, and to me one of the most interesting storylines was toward the end of the series, where Obi-Wan and Anakin go to that strange planet with like strange people, and that's like they have this prophecy of like we basically
the planet Milban.
And we kind of see a foreshadowing of how he becomes Darth Vader. And how, but he's on the mission kind of to liberate the males of that village from what was it, like separatist laboratories?
Yeah, it's separatist like factories. But no, yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
with
that was cool to see, and it kind of answers the question of where were they while the battle of Coruscant took place and the Chancellor was kidnapped.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one way of seeing what happened during that time, and I believe that we won't see that in the new Clone Wars.
I don't think we really need to see it because they've explained it in that way. Whereas this time was they can kind of take inspiration from the Micro series and say, right, we've shown that bit from there. Let's see what we can do to our own adaptation and basically try and get fans to get drawn in even more. Really.
Yeah. But yeah, all in all, I really liked the Micro series. I still think the Clone Wars itself, like the Clone Wars animated TV show, is better. But if you, I mean, in the Micro series, they have the right ending. It's it's right before Revenge of the Sith. It's like literally before Revenge of the Sith, and that's what's missing with the current Clone Wars.
Yeah.
But yeah, also the voice acting in the Micro series is pretty. Everyone sounds like their counterpart in the movies. Obviously, we get James Arnold Taylor as Obi-Wan.
And we saw him firsthand in May Comic-Con last year, so it's even better to hear that firsthand as well.
And whoever voiced Anakin in that Micro series, his voice was very resembling
to Hayden
Christensen's voice.
Yeah. Well, I think it's Matt Lucas. I don't know if it's Matt Lucas. It's Matt Lucas who done the voice, but Matt Lanter done the voice for Anakin in the Clone Wars movie and the Clone Wars TV show. So yeah, he done a good job. And she said it's such a resemblance to Hayden Christensen who portrayed Anakin in Attack of Clones and Revenge of the Sith. So yeah, on point. And we saw Corey Burton as well. Terrence T. Carson who plays Mace Windu. Tom Kane who does Yoda. But yeah, as you said, mate, they done it well, and obviously we got to hear more of them in the Clone Wars movie and the TV show that's released. So
yeah, and I like that there's more. I like that there's more action than dialogue.
Yeah,
because the Clone Wars is really all about the action and the battles.
Of course it is, yeah. Of course it is.
But then again, it kind of it's like I like that, but at the same time, it kind of shows a lack of storytelling. But maybe it's not that necessary. It definitely felt. It didn't feel that lacking. The action pretty much covered everything that we kind of want to see during the Clone Wars. But yeah, I guess if you're looking for the shorter, more action-packed version of the Clone Wars, you just check out the Micro series. And if you're looking for a more story-driven and more character development and more dialogue and more expanding on the universe, you should check out the animated TV show by Dave Filoni.
Agreed. Good point.
So there's two different versions for for one. So you can choose from two different versions of the Clone Wars if you're more into one aspect or the other.
Yeah. Okay. Well said, Alan. Well said. As you mentioned earlier on, up next is the Battle of Mon Calamari. It's good as well from the Micro series that we also got to see Kit Fisto at the Battle of Mon Calamari for the Micro series and these first 4 episodes of season 4 of the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
So we see Kit Fisto leads a strike force of clones destroying large cannons, and basically there's so much action going on. I think you kind of see what an underwater assault looks like. So yeah, so it's good that the Marcus series used it for that, and then the Clone Wars TV show used it in the first 4 episodes of season 4. As you mentioned as well, Alan, we see Asajj Ventress in the battle arena. Basically, she wants to try and prove herself to Count Dooku and everything. We see in the arena, she's killing large creatures with rocks. We see a blue and green lightsaber that she uses. We see Count Dooku electrocute her, but obviously she's just woken up from a dream. And after that, we see eventually Dooku and Ventress fight each other, basically to try and prove what she's about and everything. We see Darth Sidious as well, who's impressed with Asajj Ventress' skills, and eventually they are in lead and basically tasked for her to try and locate and eliminate Anakin Skywalker, but as we know from the micro series, that doesn't pay off. And eventually we see Count Dooku offer Asajj Ventress new lightsabers as well. So yeah, so kind of seeing what the Sith want to try and do to try and manipulate her, see if the Ventress is worthy of taking down the Chosen One. But probably from that they're thinking, right, she hasn't returned. Sidious is probably thinking, right, she's not that powerful as Dooku presumed. Let's try and just push her aside and try and focus on Anakin as much as it can to try and turn him towards the dark side. So yeah, we see Obi-Wan mounts up with the clones as well. Whilst that's happening as well, we see the main antagonist, as you like to call him, Alan, destroying all different clones' positions, such as the tanks, troopers, and basically all the artillery that they used. And a good thing about the micro series as well, which they used in the Clone Wars TV show, is they showed Obi-Wan in clone armor, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, the Black series, I believe, this year are releasing a Obi-Wan Kenobi figure with the actual clone armor itself, like everything on, including the cloak, the lightsaber, and basically everything. I think he's getting a clone mask as well, the helmet. So that's good to see them doing that. And but I think it's quite cool to see. I mean, you wouldn't expect it, but it's quite unique to see Jedi in clone armor. Like Obi-Wan was obviously in it for the first 3.5 seasons of the Clone Wars, including the movie. But I've always kind of like wondered why Jedi wore the clone arm section of their arms, like they wore the gloves and the elbow pads, but they never seemed to wear like the shoulder pads and the actual stuff. Maybe they just felt that wearing the clone armor in a way sort of represented them a bit more and had a little bit more respect and basically loyalty to their troops. I'm not really entirely too sure. Do you have anything to say in that?
I mean, it kind of, you know, shows a sense of these Jedi are fighting for the Republic, and it kind of acts as a uniform to the Jedi. They also have, you know, the wrist communications on the on the glove, on the gauntlet or the glove or whatever you want to call it. It gives them a bit of armor, a bit of protection, and I guess there were times there that these were needed more than others, and
Okay, moving on. So we eventually
you have some explaining to George Lucas.
We eventually see Obi-Wan in his clone armor, as I mentioned. He engages the leader using the lightsaber. Nothing happens. Eventually, he uses the force to deflect bullets, stops the flamethrower, destroys the chain and guns. And we eventually see Obi-Wan cut his right arm off and cuts him in half. But once Obi-Wan escapes, we see the creature can basically self-heal himself. After that, we see the clones engage the command center. the big creature comes back and everything gets bigger and bigger. It swallows Obi-Wan, and eventually Obi-Wan destroys it from the inside. We see the battle in space again. Anakin's just destroying ships for fun. We see more fighters engage. Anakin does a trip to destroy even more ships, and eventually we see Anakin and Ventress chase each other down the planet, through the sheets, and eventually we see Obi-Wan complaining and everything. And Anakin actually cuts Obi-Wan off. So he's probably thinking, what a little bastard you are, Anakin, for cutting me off mid-sentence. Do not follow that shit.
Yeah.
He's ordered the clones to follow Anakin to wherever he's going, but obviously from the series that we've seen it, they go to the planet Yavin, or Yavin 4, as they call it, which is eventually the rebel base that we know from Episode 4, A New Hope. Mm-hmm. After that, as you mentioned, Alan, they switch from different universe, different planets. We see Mace Windu and the clones fighting on the planet. I believe it's planet Dantooine, because they mentioned it at the start and a lot during the Clone Wars TV show and the micro series. They only mentioned it once or twice. Well, it's just a guess. It could be Dantooine. I have to probably do some more research on what that planet's about and everything. It's the same again. We see Mace Windu destroying droids for fun. We see a big ship causing mass damage by making large sinkholes in the ground and trapping clone troopers and droids. We see Mace Windu lose his lightsaber and eventually fights the droids with his hands in the Force, and I thought that was really sick to see.
That was that was sick.
I think I was so sick to see the bladdest black guy in the galaxy, Samuel Jackson, Mace Windu, destroy droids for fun. Like, Samuel Jackson just brings a bit of class and just, damn motherfucker, the coolest black guy in the galaxy. He just does shit for fun. Like, as he said in Episode 2, oh, I want a purple one. I want to stand out. And he got it. Damn! Baddest black guy in the galaxy. Cool.
Yeah, that was very badass to see. That was very badass to see, but very unrealistic. But yeah, it was. You know, that's not the point of the micro series. Being realistic is not the point here. It's, you know,
it's Star Wars. It's Star
Wars, and it's
make
a cartoon. Yeah,
we love it. That's the good thing about it. We love it. We love it.
I don't really have anything to complain about.
No, neither do I. All I was just saying is
that's just nitpicking.
Yeah, Mace Windu is the coolest black guy in the galaxy. That's all I'm going to say. So also, see Mace Windu eventually collect his lightsaber. He eventually destroys the ship for fun and everything. We see a young kid who sort of gives him some water and he's happy and he lives to fight another day. We see the droids infiltrate the planet Ilum, which we know from the Clone Wars TV show as well, season 5. It's the home of the Kyber crystals as well. We see Barriss Offee and Master Lunar engage the droids and eventually trapped. We see Captain Typho is hypnotised by Master Yoda, forced to save the Jedi as well. So we see Yoda, Padme, R2 and 3PO go to planet Yavin and eventually engage the droids. As I mentioned earlier on, we see Anakin follows Ventress to planet Yavin 4. The clones arrive to search and sweep the jungle. We see Ventress use the Force to kill the clone troopers as well. One thing I found hilarious, which is quite disturbing for a clone trooper, we hear a clone trooper get dragged to the floor, screaming his bollocks off, and I think thinking, what the fuck has happened to me? Which was quite hilarious and everything. Anakin asks if he's all right, but obviously we see the ship blow up and eventually see Anakin's Jedi Starfighter get destroyed, and R4 gets destroyed on the way. And as you said, man, as you mentioned, Alan, I think a highlight of the micro series was obviously the main fight at the end between Anakin and Ventress fight through the jungle. And yeah, we just see it, just so much stuff happening, which is really, really cool. Let's just get the other bit of paper. So we see stuff happening in the jungle, trees flying everywhere, using the Force and everything. We see Anakin Skywalker get hit by a rock in the face, uses the Force, and we see like the outfits getting torn up and everything, so you can see what great lengths both of them are trying to do themselves to destroy one another. So we see the fight inside the temple, whatever, I think it's like some sort of temple that they have. where were we? So we both see him fighting, everything, shit's happening, everything. We see him fight their way to the top. Whilst they're at the top of the temple, we see Anakin and Ventress fighting again. Anakin loses his lightsaber, but we know that Anakin is the stronger out of the pair of them. He grabs Ventress's wrists, eventually takes one of her lightsabers out, starts obviously fighting Ventress with the lightsaber and everything. And then once we see Anakin fighting Ventress, he's having visions of Yoda, Obi-Wan, and Qui-Gon Jinn. And eventually we see the crown crack. And eventually, Ventress sinks to the bottom, and basically she screams and everything. So, what do you think, Alan? Do you think Ventress survived that, or do you think they just didn't really want to explain what happened to her?
You know, it's open to interpretation, but to me, she's dead. Sir, no one could have survived that fall.
Yeah, reference there from Revenge of Sith by the Clone Paratrooper. Nice one, Alan. Yeah, I presume that she's dead. But
yeah.
Maybe some miracle she survived. And, I don't know.
I mean, we didn't see her since, so you'd assume she's dead.
And
what's that?
Simple as that. The good thing I did like about that is we had. So we didn't hear, but we saw images of Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, and Yoda, which was quite cool to see. I was trying to prove the point.
Qui-Gon voiced by Liam Neeson again now.
Yeah.
That was chilling.
After that, we see Anakin scream in anger, and then he just chucks a lightsaber off the cliff and everything. Before we get to the final part of Volume 1, is there any comments in the chat? Because I've quickly just spoken about this because it's just we're just gonna quickly talk about it.
Not too many comments.
And then we'll talk about it in more detail later on.
Now there's a comment. Okay, Trooper Geo says, dude, the micro series gave us one of the best clone troopers of them all, motherfucking Commander Fordo. Actually, she survived. It was explained in the comic. Okay.
Okay. Didn't know that.
So yeah, so referring to Ventress, she survived. Okay.
Okay.
To me, she's still dead, but I mean, whatever.
Whatever. Darth Maul came back from the dead, so came back from being chopped in half. So yeah. The last shots we see the Jedi Volvit Mon and his troops fight the droids on the planet that Obi-Wan invaded early on. You see Obi-Wan and Anakin speak about what happened. He's not really he's pleased in the way that he's done the job by destroying the Dark Assassin, but obviously you need to follow my orders and everything.
So apparently she was the one who gave Anakin his scar later on, but we didn't see it.
Yeah.
According to Trooper Geo in the chat.
Yeah, I read someone that Ventress gave Anakin the scar, but I don't think it was explained because we saw him get the scar in Volume 2.
But we didn't see how he got it.
We didn't see how it happened.
Saw him appear with it. I'm
trying to think. Did he have it? I'm trying to think. Did he have it in Revenge of the Sith? I'm sure he did.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's in Revenge of the Sith he had it, but in Attack of the Clones he didn't. So he got that scar sometime during the Clone Wars. But like in the Clone Wars animated TV show, we already see him with the scar in the beginning of the show. So he got it off screen in both versions of the Clone Wars. So that's pretty frustrating.
Yeah.
I guess we'll never know for sure how he got it.
You got some explaining to do.
You guess you're explaining it. No, but yeah, but it's probably said in some comic book or visual dictionary or whatever. But still, show it on screen, damn it.
Yeah. Next up, we see a Jedi holocron. We see Master Barrack in action, saying there's a new droid. He's unstoppable and he's killed by General Grievous. We see a downed Republic ship on some planet around the galaxy. Not entirely sure what planet it was. We see Grievous kill a young Jedi instantly. And I don't know if it's like with me, Alan, but the young Jedi that he does kill looks like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, which has been portrayed a couple of times on a couple of Star Wars Instagram pages. But yeah, that
Yeah,
Jedi, because he had like the little chin hair as well. He did
It's
look
a
like
very
Shaggy.
well-known meme, yeah.
Yeah, he looked like Shaggy from Scooby Doo.
Yeah, I like that. I like the little touch.
Yeah.
And many Lego fans made the like Lego versions of that character using Lego Shaggy's head from one of the Scooby Doo sets. It was pretty funny.
He just lost his shit. He's like, "What's all around us?" And just like, "No!" He just loses his shit, and Graves just squashes him.
Isn't he like the first one to die?
Yeah, he's like, "Fuck it, I can't take it." He's like, "Ah!" And bang, squash like a fucking apple. Yeah. So in the end, we see Grievous. He kills 3 Jedi and injuring 2. I'm trying to think. I think the 2 Jedi survived. So obviously there's 3 Jedi survived: Shakti, Aayla Secura, and Ki-Adi-Mundi. So we see all the Jedi fighting Grievous and everything. We see Ki-Adi-Mundi uses the Force to get his lightsaber back, but Grievous grabs it with his foot. And eventually Ki-Adi-Mundi gets one of Grievous's lightsabers from his belt, and eventually we see the shot end with Grievous jumping. And then after that, we see Yoda senses that a new Dark Warrior is at presence, and then the end of Volume 1. So, Adam, any opinions on the first volume of the Clone Wars the micro series?
Very cool.
Discussed it and everything.
Yeah, it was very cool. In general, like overall, I really like the micro series.
Micro series is a TV show or sort of mini movie that I can sit down and watch again and again and again and not get bored of. So they've done that well there.
There's some comments in the chat. Gio says, there is a rumor that that Anakin lost a bet with the clone trooper, and as a result, he had to perform the act known as shit-slinging. And it is said that Anakin was hit so hard in the face, it gave him his scar. Okay. Never heard of that rumor, bro. Okay. There's Dice Bros says, "Hey dudes, what's up, Jackie boy? Missed your Docsab a lot over the last month." What's Docsab?
I'm not sure what Docsab is. No, I'm not too sure what that is.
And then Gio says, "Young Jedi. Oh fuck! Oh shit! He's all around us. Oh shit! Wait, why are my pants not wet? Fuck! I can't die. I've never known what it's like to be with the woman. Oh fuck! Ah."
Yeah, poor old Shaggy.
Yeah. Let's call it. Yeah. Let's call him Shaggy.
Yeah, Shaggy.
That's Shaggy from Scooby Doo. You can call him whatever you want
Jedi Shaggy. That's what we call him.
Jedi Shaggy. Yeah.
Just Scooby Doo. Right, Shaggy Jedi.
Jedi Shagga 1.
Shagga 1. Yeah.
Yeah. Dice Rose says, "Those cabs. There's a bloody poster on Jack's wall. Oh yeah. I think he's referring to the Panther on your wall. The Panther. Sorry? The Black Panther poster on your wall.
Oh, the Black Jaguar. Yeah. Very nice Black Jaguar. They're my favourite animal there. So yeah, there's a Christmas present. So all in its glory. I wish he was real. Imagine that I'm doing a live stream. He's just sitting up behind me, just.
Yeah.
No, I love to own one, but it'll probably rip me to shreds. So fuck it. Is there any more comments before we move on to Volume 2?
Trooper Geo says, "General Grievous, fuck you, bitch, beta male, red pill, alpha male, right here."
Okay, so there we've got a couple of comments. We've got a couple of people in the chat, so we're going to continue on with the live stream. So we're going to go on to Volume 2 of the micro series. Now, it's all there. Volume 2. No, we're going to pretty quickly talk through it, and then we'll discuss our final thoughts of it and everything. So Volume 2 starts with ARC troopers getting ready to rescue the Jedi. We see the gunship deploys loads of small bombs. The gunship shoots at incoming droids. And basically, ARC troopers are assembled to rescue what remaining Jedi there are. We see Grievous kill clone troopers in the process, and eventually the Jedi escapes by blowing up the droids to bits. As you said as well, by Liam Neeson, we see Anakin and Qui-Gon Jinn look at a tree, apparently it calls to you, and basically it's kind of like Anakin's first step on going down the pathway of a Jedi. Then we see the Jedi Council. Ki-Adi-Mundi speaks his mind about Grievous. What are they going to do? They ask the Council questions. Anakin is the chosen one. They want to question him. We need more knights, making Anakin a Jedi Knight and everything. We see Anakin walk through the planet Coruscant with all the weird, peculiar aliens, which is very peculiar, but that's Coruscant for you. We see Padme follow Anakin and everything. We see Anakin and Padme kiss, and we see C-3PO's new silver gold plating. We see Obi-Wan call Anakin on his comlink, and he mentions that he's no Qui-Gon Jinn. So he's like, "Bitch, you ain't Qui-Gon Jinn." I don't know. Yeah, bitch, you ain't my fucking master. You're just a delivery boy. Nah, that was just peculiar. So as you said, Alan, which is very, very cool, we see Anakin eventually become the young Jedi Knight that we know him to become. And eventually Obi-Wan mentions that they are to become brothers. And after that, we see Anakin and Obi-Wan engage a droid base. And we see the changed appearance, which we've seen in the Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels, which was the changed appearances. Anything to add on their changed appearances, Alan, that we know that we've seen them from Revenge of the Sith?
It's just nice to see some consistency, I guess.
Consistency, right. Okay, we'll move on. So
Consistency is the path to Revenge of the Sith.
We see Anakin help many comrades in battle as well, helping Jedi and everything. We see Obi-Wan in a trench, and obviously it's raining heavily and everything. He tries to get to sleep, but he can't get to sleep. We see the appearance of Commander Cody. He mentions that the siege goes well and will be done in 3 months, but Obi-Wan states we've already been in a month already. Yes, sir. And we see a disgusting thing that Anakin decides to eat bugs and all different peculiar bugs and everything, which was peculiar, but that's Star Wars for you.
You know, it reminded us a bit of Lion King. Not a big deal.
No big deal, no. He stole them from the enemy camp, saying that he found the sewer.
Kind of a foreshadowing of Disney buying Lucasfilm.
Yeah. Yeah, we just see Anakin eat bugs and everything. We see Obi-Wan just walking around and everything. We see Anakin and Obi-Wan swim through the sewers and everything. They go behind enemy lines as well. And we see them destroy that so-called shield that eventually the clones attack and everything. We see the appearance of some Wookiees. And we see the droids invading planets as well, so all different planets around there. And the good thing about the Volume 2 of the Micro series was we saw Grievous and Count Dooku training. Dooku mentioning that Grievous is holding the saber too lightly, too tightly, and everything. He goes, a new one. So he's kind of curious on what they're doing, really. We see Darth Sidious talking to Grievous and everything, and it's kind of thinking, is there going to be a surprise attack and everything? Because it's kind of like they want to try and get one more final push to try and lure the Jedi out of position. So, as you mentioned again, Alan, we see Obi-Wan and Anakin are sent to the planet Milban. They arrive on the planet Milban. We see Anakin destroy a large monster. Once that has happened, we see Coruscant is under attack. As you mentioned, it was a great thing to see what it was like and how Chancellor Palpatine did get kidnapped as well. We see Mace Windu pilots his Jedi Starfighter and destroys many fighters in the process. We see Master Team's forces engage Grievous from space. We see him engage his ships and everything. We see him boarding the ship as well, shooting many droids in their path. We see Anakin travel through the fire, as they've stated. It's very similar to Luke's journey on becoming a Jedi. We see leeches put on him, and we see him have tattoos on him as well, on his face and on his chest as well. And I'll just get that figure just to show that in more detail.
Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
There's a Yoda impression.
Sorry, Adam, you were saying?
I was just, doing a Yoda impression.
Oh, was you? Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the kind of like the realistic version of Anakin Skywalker from the micro series, which is very cool to see because you've got a couple of micro series figures released in realistic form. So I don't know how well that is coming up on the camera of my laptop, but I don't know if you can see it, Alan. You can kind of see the gist.
Yeah, you can recognize it.
So you got his
That's a very cool figure, man. You're lucky to have it.
Sick. Well, I got it at Star Wars. So I got it at Comic-Con. I did.
Yeah.
Which was sick from the 30th anniversary. So you can kind of see the Milband tattoos as well on his chest, on his arm, and on the back and on the side of his face as well. But
the only thing that's weird is that we don't see them in Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, that's what I think someone reviewed on the figure before, saying that we didn't really see him in Revenge of the Sith. Maybe they were just like there.
Maybe that's
a small amount of time.
Maybe that's that ink does not stay on the skin.
Yeah, because when you see the last shot of the micro series, you just see the ink on his scar.
Yeah,
and it's gone everywhere else on his arms and everything. So then got a little bit of ripped trousers there. But the good thing about this Anakin figure is obviously you've got the gold arm that we know from the Clone Wars. And when we see him infiltrate the Separatist factory, if you want to call it, and this is quite a bit of a bark to get on because it's sculpted a little bit tight and everything. If I can just place it on. There we go. And then later on in Volume 2, you can see the damage that happens to Anakin. And obviously, you know from that, Alan, don't you? So you can see the what's left of his arm and everything, which is pretty cool. So that's just a quick look on Anakin Skywalker from the Micro Series Season 2. So yeah.
Hey, Jack.
Yeah.
You want to hear a Darth Vader impression?
Yeah, go on then.
I don't like sand.
Oh, fucking hell. Gets everywhere. God, good old Anakin. Attack of Clones acting at his finest.
Yeah.
No, I am your father.
Wow, you admitted it. You're my daddy. I forgot where I was now. There we go. We see a clone commander. I don't know the clone commander's name, but he takes control of the battle. We see Mace Windu and Yoda help out. Grievous and the droids engage Palpatine's headquarters. Grievous destroys all the clones in the office, which is badass. Like the helmets going everywhere, slit, fucking screaming and everything, which is cool. We see the what's funny?
It kind of sounded like Yoda screaming.
Oh.
Attack of the Clones. Sound like he had something shoved up his ass. Oh shit, where was I? I've lost it again. As I said, yeah, we see the clones engage Grievous. We see the Athorian Jedi stop Grievous with his throat. We see Magna Guards follow the Jedi. After that, we see Anakin locate the factory where all the males were taken to. Mace and Yoda figure out who the Separatists are after. Obviously, they're after Palpatine. We see Shakti hold off the droids. Anakin frees the prisoners and uses his gold arm to destroy the power generator, but in the process, we see Anakin lose his right arm. It's not there anymore, so it's destroyed and everything. And the creatures that were on that planet, they kind of reminded me of, Amir Tambor from the Clone Wars. The ones with the voice actors. He was in episode 2, and he was in episode 3, and he was only in 2 episodes of the Clone Wars in season 1. You know him, don't you, Gavin? Amir Tambor, like the Techno Union creature.
Right.
So I think it was them who were on that planet and everything.
What planet?
The Milban. Do you know in Volume 2, we see Anakin use the Force on them creatures, he crushes them, but he's got no arm anymore.
I think so. I don't remember.
Go on YouTube quickly and see if you can find it, kind of refresh your memory.
Yeah.
So where was I? So we see Anakin lose his arm. After we've done that, we see the two Jedi, the other two Jedi that are protecting Chancellor Palpatine, and they get killed by General Grievous. Once that's happened, we see Palpatine get escorted to General Grievous's ship. And I said the good thing about this was we kind of saw stuff that we kind of wanted to know what was going on. We see Mace Windu use the Force on General Grievous, and we see him, like, his chest open up and everything, and that's how he got the cough. But the cough from General Grievous was, I believe, George Lucas was ill during production of Revenge of the Sith. And obviously, as we know, Matthew Wood done the voice of General Grievous in the Clone Wars TV show and the movie. They added that cough for General Grievous. So there's a fun fact there if you didn't know that. Did you know that, Alan?
Yeah.
Yeah, you knew that? Okay. So we see Shakti is taken prisoner, but as we know, and I'm sure you know, a deleted scene from Revenge of the Sith had Shakti imprisoned by General Grievous, and obviously we see General Grievous get killed, as we see General Grievous kill Shakti. But I believe, wasn't there another deleted scene where Shakti was meditating and we see Anakin go behind and just kill her? You remember that one as well?
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah. But there's another circumstances about Shakti that she appears in the Force Unleashed game. So it's kind of like, what 3 points do you really want to believe? So
yeah, she's kind of like a thing gag. Is she dead? Is she alive? What's the?
We don't really know. We don't. Really know.
No. Okay, now I see the scene you're talking about. Yeah, the Techno Union people. Yeah.
Have you got it up?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's so sick how Anakin can use the Force with literally no arm, just destroy everyone in his path.
Back to that Shakti meme. I mean, what to you? When was her real death to you?
I think her real death would have been the Force Unleashed game. Personally, because I played it. She survived all the 66.
I think there was one scene. We in the montage of Order 66 in Revenge of the Sith, we see her didn't she ride the speeder or something? Or
no,
that was some other Jedi.
That's Master Ali Gallia.
Yeah, no, but didn't we see her die?
No, Stas Ali. No, we didn't see her get killed in the Order 66 part of Revenge of the Sith. We saw Aayla Secura get killed, Kelly Mindy, Stas Ali. We saw Stas Ali get killed. Master
there's also a deleted scene of her getting killed in the Jedi Temple by Anakin.
So it's kind of like what you really want to believe, really.
Yeah.
So many different aspects as well.
Mm-hmm.
We see Mace Windu contact Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin. And also, as the city's under attack, and Anakin is obviously ordering all his troops to go to planet Coruscant and everything. And basically, that leads us into episode 3 of obviously Anakin and Obi-Wan rescuing the Chancellor, and basically leading us to the events of Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. And yeah, that is the end of Volume 2 of the micro series. So we've spoken about Star Wars Clone Wars Micro Series Volume 1 and Volume 2.
And it leaves us at the very first shot of Revenge of the Sith, literally.
Yeah, literally. Like, it ends and we just see the shot go backwards and we see all the enemy starfighters of the Separatists and also the clone starfighters, arc fighters, just fighting to push the droids out of the main capital of the Republic. So yeah, is there anything you'd like to add on Volume 2, Alan?
Just just great as always.
Great as always, yeah. Obviously, this is a slightly quicker stream talking about this because obviously there's action, I think, but we've explained it as best we could.
I have way more to talk about when we talk about the animated series.
Yeah, way more. Is there any comments?
Super Geo says it wasn't tattoos. I think it was a blue tribal war paint, like the paint used by the pagan Scots that fought the Romans hundreds of years ago.
Well, when I got the figure, it says Millband tattoos. Because if you go back and look at reviews people have done, people put in the title Anakin Skywalker 30th anniversary collection Millband tattoos. So. And
then Dice Bros says, tell Jack to reply to his subscribers' comments. I feel offended.
What's that, sorry?
Dice Bros says, tell Jack to reply to his subscribers' comments. I feel offended.
I do reply to subscribers' comments. What's he saying that I haven't replied to him? It's probably, I'll have a check, really, on my notifications. I will.
No, he's talking about the comments in the chat. No.
Oh, I see. Okay, all right, cool. Keep me going, man. Keep me going, son. Any more comments, Alan? Keep looking, mate. Keep looking. I've gone on to it now. See if there's any more.
He also asks, can any of you guys do a Yoda and Darth Vader impression? I'm putting together a compilation of YouTubers doing Star Wars impressions. So I already did my Yoda and Darth Vader impressions. So.
Yoda. I can do Yoda in a way, but it hurts my voice. So I can go, the chosen one you are. Yes. Good. Too old with the Jedi. Yes. And Darth Vader. I don't know, Darth Vader. I am your. No, I ain't got the proper deep voice to go, I am your father. Know this. I am your father. My Darth Vader impression is not that good. I probably need.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
I find your lack of faith disturbing. Be like that. Impressive. Most impressive. I can't really do Darth Vader. You need
that was good.
You need like scuba gear, but Yoda people can do. It's kind of like Gollum. Like you do a good Gollum impression, and like people can do Gollum and stuff like the precious Gollum, like stuff like that. It's just. People can do different impressions and different things, so that's cool. Where were we? Comments. Go on, keep it going then. Keep it going. Gollum in Star Wars. Gollum in Star Wars. You do Gollum in Star Wars. What is lightsaber?
Follows the path to the dark side. Follows to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Lightsaber. We found your lack of faith disturbing.
You do that one.
Apology accepted, Captain Leader.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant. Right, let's see what more comments have gone in there. Dice Bros has mentioned, is that a Mickey Mouse I see, Jedi Master, not a true Star Wars film? I condemn you. Yes, that is Mickey Mouse over there. He's looking happy. Done that. Comment, can any of you do impressions of Yoda and Darth Vader? P.S. Chancellor Palpatine only got kidnapped because of the time of the day.
Hello there. Hello there, my precious.
Tell Jack to reply to his subscribers' comments. Has already done that. He's put Jack. Who gets more pussy, Jack or Adam? Alan.
Oh, shut up.
We're not going to answer that one, are we, Adam? We'll leave it be.
Yeah.
Just say Dice Bros can make up his own mind who gets more pussy.
Exactly.
So we'll leave it at that. So yeah, overall, that's the micro series live stream done. Is there anything to add on what we discussed, or we basically pretty much covered it, haven't we, Adam? The micro series is good enough.
So yeah, which one do you prefer out of the two like adaptations of the Clone Wars, and how high would you rate the Clone Wars or micro series?
Well, I think Volume 1 micro series was good. I rate that a 7 out of 10. And the micro series Volume 2, because we got to see more of it going into Episode 3, I'd rate that an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed the action. The dialogue was good enough as it is. Didn't really need to say or hear much of it, as you said, because it is the Clone Wars. We've got battles going on left, right, and centre. Jedi spread around the galaxy. And it's 7 out of 10. But overall, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. The micro series. What would you give it?
Yeah, 7 out of 10 sounds like a good a good rate. And yeah, I still prefer the more developed animated series.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's also a good adaptation of the Clone Wars. Very quick, very short, short and to the point.
Yeah.
And no fillers with Padme and Jar Jar. And yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's why it's basically it for the Marcus series live stream. We've covered it as best we can. Obviously, we've been talking about it quickly than any other usual live stream that I've done on the channel. But as you said, Alan, once we've done the Clone Wars movie review and we've done the best Star Wars episodes and the not so best episodes of the Clone Wars TV show, we'll be talking about it in a hell of a lot more detail, excitement, passion, and all that lot, really.
Super Geo says, "I think both are equally good in their own respective ways." Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Okay.
Shut up, Dice Bros.
What's the matter?
Don't.
Okay, we won't read it then.
Ignore it.
Okay. Trooper J says, "Oh, dude, the Clone Wars movie was awesome." Yeah, I enjoyed it. So yeah, keep your comments coming in, guys, because we will be ending the stream soon. Anything to add, Adam? Last laugh. Obviously, we spoke about it before we went on air. The last laugh, Gotham. Is there anything you'd like to add on that, or anything on Oak 99? What the new year can bring for the channel?
So yeah, as far as the last laugh goes, it's still in the works. No telling when it's gonna be done, but I'm working. I'm working as I don't want to say I work hard, because it's not as hard, but yeah, I'm currently working on a challenging scene you could. And but it's still fun. It's a lot of fun to do, lately I've been more motivated to work on the animation, and yeah, every week we get closer and closer to the to the end of production.
The final chapter. Well, you know how much I'm looking forward to it. No, it's
Yeah.
going to be hopefully worth the wait. So
Yeah.
yeah, we look forward to that.
Yeah. Other than that, so as you see, I changed my channel name from Darth Akoko Productions to Oak99. Just it's just a catchier name. It's easier to remember in like every country. It's just three letters and a number. So it's instead of people forgetting what, and like what's this Darth Akoko Production, what is that? So I don't understand. They don't get the reference. So not everyone gets the reference. So it's and what the fuck does a cocoa mean? Even I don't know.
Yeah. He goes in the street. Monsieur, what is a cocoa? Is it cocoa chocolate or cocoa ligerita? I don't know. I'm not too sure.
But yeah, oak is I'm named after the oak tree in Hebrew, and 99 is my year of birth, so that's why I thought it would be simpler to just be called that on YouTube. That would be a better alternative.
Well, that's similar to what I done, Alan. 98. That's similar to what I done. 98 when I first created this YouTube channel. Yeah. 98 is the year I was born, and Jedi Master is right. It's catchy, it's short, and I'm a huge fan of the Jedi, so I just thought I'd do Jedi Master 98. It's quick, it's catchy, and it's just easy for people to remember. Like friends and everything, or I meet saying, "Oh, Jedi Master 98." Damn, it's catchy. Got it. They got it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like my nickname, Jackie B. Simple, catchy. Jedi Master 98. Catchy, done.
Jackie B.
It's quick, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like Jedi Master 98, just say it's quick, catchy, done.
Yeah, exactly. And so yeah, on it was on Monday, or no, it was on Tuesday that was it Monday or Tuesday? I think it was on Monday that I posted my my 2018 highlight video. So if you didn't check that out yet, be sure to watch it. It's pretty short and it's pretty cool. I really had fun editing it.
I'm in it. Yay, I'm in it.
Jack is in it. And other than that, yeah, just looking forward to what 2019 has in store for me, for my channel, for my life. Hopefully it's not gonna be as messy as 2018, even though I kind of I don't mind the mess. It's just the on me that I kind of do mind. But yeah, that's just the way it is. But yeah, looking forward to see what 2019 has in stores. Whatever. You see what I mean. You check out Walmart in 2019. No, as in store for me, yeah. And yeah, I'm very looking forward to the Clone Wars coming back.
So,
as you know, 2019.
Right.
2019 is gonna be the end of a lot of franchises for us. I mean, Star Wars, the Clone Wars. To me, Star Wars and the Clone Wars are two different franchises. and it's gonna be the end for Marvel. I mean, for the main Avengers, it's gonna be the end for Game of Thrones.
No.
Yeah.
And Gotham. No.
And Gotham as well. Yeah.
I mean, we spoke about Gotham before we went on air, and just season 5 premiere was just stunning.
Yeah.
Go on, Aaron, take it away. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, Gotham, the first episode of season 5, I think it was pretty damn awesome. I mean, it was very brilliantly executed, I think.
And as you mentioned as well, is it the camera angles? Is it the cinematography?
Yeah, there's improvement. There's definitely some improvement in the cinematography. Yeah. So there's some comments in the chat if you want to read them, Jack.
Yeah, I'll read them before we wrap up this. Before we wrap up this live stream. Where are we? Is that Kaji? Said hello. Hello. It should be Adam, but I think that'd be your English name, Adam. Adam.
I guess, yeah.
Where are we? Hello, Alan and Jack. Big supporter from Malden in the UK here. Wow.
Yeah.
That's where I live. So that's
nice.
That's pretty cool that I've got a local subscriber. So
very cool.
Yeah. Is the chat working? Yes, the chat is working. Yes, we're just coming back to the comments and everything. Trooper J has mentioned, you know what? It ain't the end of though Halo and Warhammer 40k. Very interesting. I played Halo. I've never played Warhammer and everything. So yeah, if there's any more comments, then please write them underneath the live stream once the live stream has been processed.
Out of curiosity, what's your favorite clone trooper unit? For me personally, I like the shock troopers the most. Okay. So yeah, what's your favorite?
I've mentioned about this on the channel. It has to be Anakin's 501st. For me, I think they're the best. I mean, look, I'm getting it, mate. I'm getting it. I'm still fucking pleased.
All right.
I'll get both of them. Oh my gosh. Right. I customised this. Was it last year? Was it 2017? I customised this. There's a normal Phase 1 Clone Trooper helmet. I customised it to a 501st Phase 1 helmet, and that is just stunning. You know how much I love blue and everything. So yeah, that's the customised 501st Clone Trooper helmet, which is just stunning. And obviously, Alan, you've seen it before, haven't you? So yeah, absolutely stunning there. So 501st all the way. I recently got these off my uncle as a gift, but I mean, they're going to be reviewed on the channel in depth, but the Clone Commander Gree helmet from Revenge of the Sith as well is just, that's stunning, but that'll be reviewed in more detail and everything. But to nearly wrap things up as well, I've got two versions now. It's stunning, it's beautiful. It's the 501st Legion Trooper helmet. I mean, the Master's replica helmet, and that is just, it's stunning. Absolutely stunning. And you can take it off and everything, but the stands, it's just, that's the shit right here. The 501st, they're the best, without a shadow of a doubt. So yeah. Hope that's answered your question there, Gio. Adam, what's your favourite regiment?
I guess the 501st as well, but that's the thing. They were the battalion with the most character development, so it's kind of unfair. But I mean, it is what it is, and the 501st, you know, that's the shit right there.
Yeah. Okay. Last couple of comments are coming through, and then we'll call this wrap it up.
You don't have to read those.
Okay, I know I won't. Yeah. Well, people can discover them later on.
Read them in your head.
KHAJ says Thanos or Darth Vader. Oh, it's Darth Vader all the way, but Thanos is kind of like the Darth Vader of the Avengers movie. Well, the Marvel franchise. Wouldn't you agree, Adam?
Yeah, Darth Vader all the way.
Yeah, okay. KJ says stunning. Fucking hell, that's bloody sick, mate. And Drew just says, come with me and Jack, I will take you to a wonderful world of Warhammer 40k. Pledge your allegiance to the holy god of mankind. Okay. Okay, all right, and so that's all the comments. So we'll wrap that up. Like I said, if you want to have a discussion underneath the video, then please write more comments once the live stream has been processed. I hope you've enjoyed this Star Wars Conversations, episode 11, the micro series, volume 1, volume 2 live stream. We'll be back soon with the Clone Wars movie review, and eventually we'll be doing the top episodes of Star Wars: The Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels. And before we wrap the live stream up, because I forgot to say it on the solo Star Wars story live stream, Alan, where can we find you online? Where's the best place to find you?
So you can check me out on YouTube as Oak99 now, and my Twitter and Instagram usernames stayed the same, but I just changed the name, the display names to Oak99. But yeah, it's still at Darth Akoko 9099, and on and where can people find you, Jack?
Obviously, subscribe to the channel as Jedi Master 98. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram and all that lot. Be sure to subscribe to Oak99, and I've just checked a couple of comments in there. The reason I'm not going to answer some of them because they're completely pointless, and
Exactly.
It's to some of them which are just ridiculous. So yeah, so if you want to learn more or follow me and Alan on any social media, then please do so in link below and click on the channels where you can see all the banners and everything to say what we are. So we'll be back soon with the Star Wars: The Clone Wars movie review, and after that we'll be doing Star Wars Rebels and Star Wars Clone Wars top episodes. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Look after yourself, take care, may the Force be with you, and have a great day.